This is cheap versus expensive MTB. On my right is the Live 10, which is 750 bucks, and on my left is the Surly Instigator, which is around 2K with the fork. And today, we're gonna put each one to the test and see if you really need a more expensive bike. He's walking the Live up right now. Obviously, it's got gears. The other one doesn't have gears, it's a single speed. It's 27.52. But he has, let's just say, what does this say? Sir something or QSP. Spring shock, not very good, but works. Alright, so I'm on a cheap bike and I gotta go down this trail and see how it is. See the forks? You do good. Let's just hope I get down. Dropping! Wow, so felt honestly pretty good. The gears worked fine. It got me down. It didn't really hurt me or anything. It didn't feel bad. I mean, it could be better, but honestly, for me going down this, I didn't really bottom out at all. I didn't really need anything more for this, but if you need anything more, like if you're doing jumps and like bigger parks, I would say this isn't your best option, but if you're just starting into it, this would be a really good option. I mean, stuff like this will be really easy and you'll be really comfortable to hit it off this bike. Woo! Wow, that felt different. I mean, it wasn't a bad jump. I mean, it didn't feel bad. I kind of tipped forward a little bit, but the suspension handled it just fine. He's about to go down on the cheap bike. Hit this whole hopper ramp. Woo! I mean, looked pretty good, but it didn't sound the best. He's gonna try out the more expensive Surly Instigator hardtail with some nice 36s on it. So it got some beefy suspension. These are going up on the Surly Instigator now, which is like $2 grand. Got Fox 36s like I already said. So this should be a lot smoother. Alright, this is Surly Instigator. And if we just bring it up here, it is so much more light. Maybe because it's a single speed, but right off the bat it's so much more light. It has Fox 36s, which make it much more of a cushion. So yeah, I mean, it's a little bit bigger of the other one, but I think it'll be fine. It's alright. Let's see how this one feels compared to the cheap one. Alright, I'm not really used to this bike. It's a little big for me. So, let's see. I feel so smooth and nice. Alright, he's coming down on the Surly Instigator. Gonna be a lot cushier. Yeah, it looked a lot smoother. The camera doesn't really do justice of how fast he's actually going because he's going pretty fast. Let's see what he has to say. Alright, after doing that, what do you have to say about it? It's a pretty good bike. The landing felt like freaking landing on a bed. It was so nice because of these 36s. And the single speed made it so much lighter.
for you to, you can probably do whatever you want in the air with this. It's so nice. Plus, the brakes make it so much easier to control yourself and doing stuff. So overall, great bike to jump. I'd say it's worth it for your second bike. Like the first one, you're just trying to get into mountain biking. This is pretty good to be your second bike just because it's a little bit on the more expensive end and there's more high quality parts. All right, he's riding up on the expensive bike.
I'm riding up on the Surly right now to go down this hill and test it. And then after this, holy creek, I need a new bottom bracket. But then I'm gonna go on the Live and convert both of them.
Coming down, no speed off the ramp.
We got a little spectator. That's cool. Woo! That was fun. I got some good air on that one. Hey.
Absolutely flying.
Yeah, man. I saw the dude and I was like, dude, I gotta hit this.
Going up on the cheap hardtail.
All right, I'm going up on the cheap hardtail, and you can already tell the price difference changes the quality. Like, I mean, it's really noticeable with like how the bars are, the geometry. Obviously the suspension does literally nothing. The cranks, the pedals, literally everything on this bike you can tell. But for someone who just wants to get into mountain biking, this is like the perfect thing to do. This was, like I said earlier, 750 bucks. So you can buy this, buy some accessories for it, and still not spend $1,000 on a bike, which is a lot. For some people getting into a sport, $1,000 is a lot to get into a sport. Now people who have been riding for a long time, $1,000 is like a penny on a bike. But I'm about to go down with the jump and we're gonna see how it feels. Going! Oh my god. This shifter, like, oh, dude, I feel scared. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Ah! Oh, yeah. You can, oh, slidey, slidey. Dude, you can feel this thing is like, it feels cheap. But again, that's for someone who's been riding pretty much their whole life. And I've had a lot nicer bikes than this, but again, don't like hear me say that and be like, oh, I shouldn't get the bike because it's not cheap. I'm gonna spend like a couple grand on a nicer bike. This is just fine for starting out. If you just want to go around, cruise on some trails, and just learn the sport, this thing is literally perfect.
Coming down this cheap bike. Going so much slower, let's see.
Now we're gonna go hit some stairs on both of them, and then we'll be done. See you there. All green stairs. We gotta do this quick so we don't get caught. Dude, it feels so good on this bike with the squishy suspension. Whew. So good, like I said before, on the suspension. So nice. Alright, he's coming down on the cheap MTB. Good, bad.
Oh, good. Pretty nice.
What do you do? Got that bungee on? Got the bungee?
Oh, this is it's a backpack ramp.
That's
Like-
a truck.
What?
That's a truck. And so when we were kids, it was bricks and a piece of plywood if we could find one.
That's what somebody told me back there when I was riding in the woods.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god. Right in the nick of time. God, dude. With of us and another friend, we're down here riding the stairs. And dude, one, she started smoking next to the propane tank, which is not smart. And she came out and started yelling at us for going down the stairs. How if we got hurt, it was gonna be her fault. And dude, she didn't call the police, but it was like some freaking security guard and like all black. I don't know what it was, but it was weird. And she literally just came out right after Liam went down those stairs. All right, we're gonna hit some more stairs, go over each bike again with a final review, give you advice on which one to buy, and then we'll be done. All right, he's about to hit that jump on the cheap MTB hardtail. Here we go. That was anticlimactic. Jump.
All right, and jump with a good landing on cheap bike. So it's not so flat. So we're landing now. Let's see. I'll just like that. All right, that was nice. I'm gonna do it again. And I'm gonna do it so much farther, but that jump right there was pretty good.
All right, he's hitting it again on the cheap MTB. Nice. Let's see what he says in a minute. Yeah, you could go farther on that, but you're gonna hit on the Surly now. Now he's about to go on the Surly Instigator, which is more expensive, but suspension, I mean, for that amount of money, the suspension just makes up for it. Like, all right, here he goes. So you think the cheaper bike's like just fine?
It's just fine if you're hitting jumps like this.
So in the end, that bike is more expensive, that one's cheaper, but that is better for a beginner overall. Even if you break this bike, it's not very expensive to replace parts. So on this, it's a lot more expensive. So if you're a beginner wanting to get into mountain biking, this is your choice. Goodbye, and we'll see you in the next video.